Facebook cái live chat xong thế
Facebook sẽ là cái YouTube à
YouTube mới sẽ sau một lần như xong chút này thì chẳng là không chỉ đâu
YouTube à cái
YouTube cái chat ông
ấy sang cái liền ui cái này nắng
As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics.
Tóc là
The dorsal fin of an adult whale can be up to 6 feet in height.
Khi cả chung mình không chuột để là cho cái lăng mình cái dâu kia
Powerful flippers and headflip can propel them into the water at a high speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. The whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural during orbit encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the precise morphism. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed
alien warning is there. Yeah.
Papi, read this. Sí, lo vimos chiquito.
Sí, güey.
You know, today is the best day to be a rehabilitator. Today we got to release 10 hemp-ridley sea turtles. We are so proud to help animals like sea turtles recover. These 10 sea turtles join the over 2,500 sea turtles that SeaWorld has already helped.
And
30 years. Places like SeaWorld and other organizations tirelessly rescue and rehabilitation. However, today, manatees face significant challenges going forward.
Coral reefs having about 25% of all
Lại đôi Becky cái nên quế. Nua mem Becky.
Rescuing an entire ecosystem as opposed to an individual or certain species is really incredible for us to be able to do.
Cắn cha cái này lòm cú cao. Vai khát cái rau.
Hi, I'm Guy Harvey, and I want to congratulate SeaWorld. What they do is remarkable. I
I am very proud of our association in Seaworld. They've helped us with our shark
Sao được
assessment,
rồi, Florida thì được thấy bơi bò.
conservation, and unreal animals that we study like turtles.
Oh, Florida thì vẫn tục được gần lâu. Năm thì ở Trung Nạc sẽ lâu mà. USA.
I encourage everybody to become involved, help when they can.
Florida không buồn. Holiday experience long không được bay. Mang nhom. Câu chuyện để làm. Pastor Janen, Chalai Patanen, and either Becky, Dr. Boy, Dr. William Chung Si, Kanilom to Pastor.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and on behalf of the Killer Whale Training Team I've been a trainer for 20 years and I can tell you it is more than just a job. It truly is a way of life. We have dedicated so much of our personal and professional lives to the care of these amazing animals. It's a huge responsibility, but ultimately a privilege to learn from, care for, teach, and build relationships with these incredible killer whales. We're proud of what we do, and we look forward to sharing what we learned through those relationships with all of you today and for many years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Orca Encounter!
Orga. Anding ka orgale counter ti ma. Counter ti. Orga encounter yang short to đó ni ha. Ah, ang dan kai to ka. Lagi anding kai chen chero ah. Cái này trong theo những lần cài đòn.
Our world has one interconnected ocean.
Ocean cái đấy, tuy phiên Việt này này connect. Thì mi ăn sợ hôm nào hiện tuy phiên Việt ăn bạc lăng.
And there's no better animal to represent
Cái
the
này nó không
than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
Wow.
Wasn't that amazing? Hi everyone, I'm out here at main stage, and those were just 2 members of this killer whale family, showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales both active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with all of you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of this today and more. These and other behaviors provide the whales with an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales come together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help to strengthen their social bonds and problem-solve as a group. And this is just another reason as to why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is the Ursinus orca, and their common name is the killer whale. And each of the whales that reside here at SeaWorld San Antonio have their own personalized names, including Tuar, Kayukin, and joining us right out front is Sakari and Takara. Sakari is the oldest member of this pod at 34 years old. Killer whales live in a matriarchal society with 1 female in charge. And for our pod, that's Takara, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach the whales husbandry or healthcare behaviors. And joining us at the sign-ups now are Curious Kylan and Amy.
34-year-old in Sakari.
Behaviors. Now, one of the very first behaviors we teach the whales is called the fluke present, in which the whales will present their tail flukes to the trainers, just as Sakari and Amy are demonstrating right now. Not only does the fluke present allow us the opportunity to observe the whale's entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins that run along the white underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians are able to collect blood samples from these veins at least once a month. And as you can see, the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Throughout today's experience, you may also see the trainers providing the whales with a variety of different tail massages, back rubs, or maybe even using a soft bristle brush. This is because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one of the many ways we can continue to build our relationships with the whales. Now, collecting blood is just one of the ways to ensure the health of these amazing animals. Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each of the whales weigh. And that is why we weigh them once a week. And in order to do so, we ask them to slide their entire bodies out of the water onto a killer whale size scale located in one of our back-adjacent habitats. Now, as Sakari and Takara are demonstrating this behavior, you'll notice that a portion of their bodies, from the base of their dorsal fins all the way down to the tip of their tail flukes, is still in the water. Now, this portion of their body is called the peduncle, and it is made up of several very large and powerful muscles that can weigh up to several hundred pounds alone. So, in order to get an accurate weight on each of the whales, we simply ask them to lift their tail flukes up and out of the water, just like this. And this is exactly how we know that Takara here is weighing in at over 4,500 pounds. It's important to get an accurate weight on each of the whales to ensure the younger whales are growing appropriately and the adult whales are maintaining a healthy weight. Our husbandry behaviors ensure that the animals are not only healthy, but also thriving.
And the care isn't just visiting. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the very moment they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow leader with their mothers, as well as other members of their pod. And here at SeaWorld, they even play that game with us. So we're going to be playing our very own game here at the stadium today. First, we're joined by Sakara and her new friend Brayden.
Sakara,
Would you introduce yourself by giving her a big wave hello? And would you look at that? She's waving right back at you. Killer whales have incredible eyesight above and below the surface of the water, and they're very curious animals, which is why we often see them spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now, it looks like Sakari's making her way to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat so she can demonstrate a behavior that we call a center bow. That was great, Sakari! Now we're going to talk a little bit more about how killer whales communicate. Sakara and her new friend David. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of different ways, and the use of vocalizations is just one of them. So let's see if they can work together to demonstrate one of these vocals for us today. Wasn't that beautiful? Did you know scientists believe that when a killer whale leaps out of the water, this may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel approximately 4.5 times faster in the water than they do through the air. So when a killer whale leaps out of the water and comes crashing back down, this is called a breach, and this sound can be heard miles around. Due to Takara's counter-shading, she's invisible in the depths of this 40-foot habitat until she's breaking the surface and high in the air. And using that peduncle that we talked about a little bit earlier, she's moving her tail flukes in an up and down motion so that she can get enough momentum to do just that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a listen for Takara. Did I leave out the part about it making a big splash? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it up for the killer whales and audience volunteers. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by making a huge splash. SeaWorld's observation and the research on the killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we now know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months, and that information is impossible to obtain on the ocean. However, some information can only be gained through field observation, and that's why for the last 60 years, SeaWorld has worked with our conservation partners from around the world to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of this power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some
Off
the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with the spikes of their tails.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use slip swipes to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For these whales, it's a fun demonstration. But for all of you, it's time to get wet!
I like wasn't seen. Wow. Hey. bay de la ka iga kenu oh Kamit man mga kaibiara. Sa sunod bantay ta. Kamit man sila.
Dạy nên hết nào mà đấy, mình dạy nên hết.
Killer whales are amazing athletes. They can eat over 100 pounds of food in a single day. Depending on the time of year and where they're found, this threat will vary. Unfortunately, such as overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Kan chin. Ano ngay ko.
Whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean. Limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive action.
One
ripple that can grow and grow
and change the world.
Together, we've got this.
Lâu. Mình chỉ trong là. Okay. Wow, minungan ni John ni kagaw ka doon.
Let's all take a journey, explore the great unknown, wonder at creation. Miracles surround us, wherever we may roam. Privilege unites us, calls us our home. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery.
Ganek mo'y puwalan pek tanggaw na niya. Wait, kanan ba show pawangan? Tayo na.
So much mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that by joining us today, the videos have inspired you and have deepened your appreciation for killer whales just as they have for all of us. We will continue to learn from these amazing animals, and we hope that you will too. Thanks for joining us, and have a great rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Antonio. Bye, everyone!
Yeah, let's go. And it's John Nick again.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And find out more about animals in our community.
Kakani, kan photo doon eh.